Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into an urgent Polymer Bazaar market alert. Escalating global conflicts? Well, they aren't just making international headlines anymore. They're sending immediate, undeniable shockwaves right through global trade and petrochemical supply chains. If you're buying, trading, or manufacturing, you absolutely need to pay attention right now. The ground is literally shifting beneath the market as we speak.
So you might be wondering, how exactly are global conflicts threatening polymer supply chains today? Because this situation is so urgent, we're just going to skip our usual agenda today. Instead, we're going to trace these shockwaves straight from distant global flashpoints directly to your daily operational costs. We'll unpack how incidents happening thousands of miles away are landing right on your balance sheet, and more importantly, how you can navigate the whole shebang.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, Global Geopolitical Flashpoints, Tracing the Triggers.
We're currently watching two distinct, highly active theaters of escalation. In the Middle East, Iran claims the destruction of a key Amazon data center alongside targeted strikes on U.S. military bases across the Gulf. And at the exact same time, over in Eastern Europe, Ukraine has intensified strategic attacks aimed directly at Wildberries, which is Russia's largest online retail giant. Now, what's absolutely vital to take away from this is the nature of these targets. We're looking at direct physical hits on major global technology and retail infrastructure.
Which brings us to Section 2, Disruptions to Global Logistics, the Tech and Retail Hit.
And this brilliantly illustrates the immediate fallout. When major tech infrastructure, like a massive Amazon data center, goes down, or a huge retail logistics network gets hit, the ripple effects, they're instantaneous. First off, you get compromised real-time tracking. In a modern industrial world that relies completely on precise, just-in-time delivery, suddenly losing digital visibility on your shipments is a massive, massive liability. And that leads directly to disrupted freight management. The digital systems that actually organize and route your cargo are thrown into total chaos. And ultimately, that directly chokes regional trade flow. I mean, goods just can't move efficiently without the tech stack supporting them. The technology underpinning modern trade is under immense physical pressure, and it's bottlenecking the entire global supply chain.
Let's move to Section 3 and see how this builds. Energy and feedstock pressures, the upstream shock.
It's basically a giant domino effect. Let's trace it step by step. Step 1, Middle East flashpoints ignite kinetic action in a region that is completely rich with vital energy assets. Right away, this triggers Step 2, severe global anxiety over crude oil. Look, global markets absolutely hate uncertainty, especially when it comes to oil. And that anxiety guarantees Step 3, upstream energy costs get pushed up. It just instantly becomes way more expensive to produce and transport basic energy. And finally, that lands squarely on Step 4. Polymer feedstock pricing directly spikes. Plastics and polymers are just inextricably linked to upstream energy. So when oil and energy costs surge because of all this geopolitical anxiety, your raw material costs, your feedstock pricing, shoots up right along with it.
So what does this all actually mean for buyers and manufacturers? Like if you're managing inventory, or if you're a supply chain manager, or really if you're just the one responsible for the bottom line. How do these massive macro events actually impact your typical Tuesday morning? Well, it means the cost of doing business is changing incredibly fast. Those traditional passive supply chain models, yeah, they're just no longer going to cut it. So, the crucial point is how we handle this. Section 4, Proactive Supply Chain Strategies, Navigating the Constraints.
Here is the Take Action Now checklist coming straight from the experts at Polymer Bazaar. First up, stay proactive. You really can't wait for the price hike to show up on your invoice. You've got to anticipate it based on those triggers we were just talking about. Second, maintain agile inventory buffers. You know that old model of keeping inventory super lean just to save cash? Actually, scratch that. It's not just outdated, it's a massive liability right now. You absolutely need a buffer to absorb these sudden logistical choke points. Third, and honestly I cannot stress this one enough, monitor feedstock trends daily. Not weekly, not monthly, daily. The geopolitical landscape is literally shifting by the hour, and so are the prices. And finally, prepare for potential supply constraints ahead. Just assume that getting your materials is going to take longer and cost more tomorrow than it does today.
Now, to execute these strategies effectively, you're going to need real-time data. Polymer Bazaar provides the exact pricing updates and expert market intelligence you need to stay ahead of the curve. You can visit them at www.polymerbazaar.com or just give them a call at +91 9375 424 365. They even have a mobile app so you can keep those daily feedstock trends right there in your pocket. Because in a market this volatile, having a direct line to accurate, real-time data is for sure your absolute best defense.
I want to leave you all with one final thought today. Are your supply chain buffers agile enough to withstand tomorrow's geopolitical shock? The triggers have already been pulled in the Middle East and Eastern Europe. Those logistical disruptions to tech and retail flow, they're happening right now. Feedstock prices are already reacting to crude oil anxieties. Honestly, the only variable left in this whole equation is your operational readiness. So keep analyzing the data, stay hungry for that accurate market intelligence, and make absolutely sure your supply chain is built for the realities of today's world.